Hello and welcome. We are here, we are ready, we are solo, we are challenged, and we're here to do the three things that we always try and do: score 100 points, get 63 TR, and most importantly of all, terraform Mars. You know it. Let's see if this is a run at all. Not much here for starting cards other than like acquired company and maybe a robotic workforce for like 2 income. Really underwhelming. I'd rather just, I don't get that many runs these days. Or they don't let me reset anymore. They make me have to start the run so that I can forfeit. That seems like not cool. Like if I want to re-roll my run in a single player version of the game, I should be able to do that, dude. Let's try again. All right, Earth Office. Immediately, I'm thinking this is interesting. Advertising, make cards that cost over 20, give income, and then like a Deimos down. This is like actually kind of interesting. I mean, you could start with 30 income as well, or $30 and minus income. I think we take all this, and I don't think we can play Deimos down on the first turn, but like. I mean, I'll grab the titanium and see what happens, right? Because as Astrodrill, we start with a bunch of asteroids that we can convert into titanium as well. And then an Earth. I mean, how far are we? $16. I feel like you just next turn, you place that down here and you get a titanium. So it's really not that exciting this turn. I'm just going to pass. We'll see what happens in the draft, which is why I don't want to spend any money. And I'll get a little bit of heat to get us closer to the heat income. Terraforming contract. Cards played. I mean, I have a 3 heat income card. I don't think I need Soletta, but I'd like a titanium card, so like maybe. Yeah, and then Astrodrill again. The question is whether or not I just take the Soletta. I wanted the Deimos down, but I mean, Soletta is a lot of heat. Like a lot. And this is 3 more heat. I guess we just do a heat run, you know? What's the worst that can happen? 13 heat. We can start picking other things. I mean, dude, we're still getting these achievements. What the hell? What the hell? Let's take a Venus bump, perhaps. Acquired company. I mean, look, Earth tags are nice. I don't need more heat. I don't need rover, but I want something to use my steel on. A couple of heat bumps, quite nice. 3 more titanium once again. A little bit more money income. I mean, I'm tempted to do the restricted area. I'm tempted to grab 3 heat income, but I think that you just take 3 more money. And we're at 17 TR. If I can play something like Deimos down next turn, that doesn't get us close to 25. We're not there yet. We are gonna have 2 more heat bumps just from the heat, though. Like the heat is so high right now. It is hot and it is heavy. We should be taking oxygen bumps because we have a card that requires oxygen. In fact, we could be taking another card that requires oxygen. We could also take this to make cards playable earlier. I feel pretty strong with the fact that we just have so much heat income. Maybe that's like me feeling a little too bold, but I'm feeling okay about it. $6. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my turn here. I kind of like the idea of playing the restricted area, getting... I was going to grab this titanium, but I think if I take the 2 steel, that leaves me enough money to buy a card. Which was ants, like whatever. If we want points at the end, that's fine. But then the steel that we picked up actually lets us play a fuel factory. Now we're out of energy production, which is kind of nasty, I have to admit. But that's fine. And we'll get a titanium or an asteroid here. The math on asteroids is if you're willing to wait 2 turns, you get 3 titanium. You get an asteroid, then a 3 titanium. You could take a single titanium every round, but this is 50% more resources if you're willing to wait. So that's gonna beat any inflation pressure on the game. That's for sure. Let's get some more oxygen, balance out our game, get some cards to be playable. Aerial Mappers gives us something to do with Jovians. We could always do. I forgot to do our audit. Before that bump, we had 19 TR, so we were +5 and then 5 on income. 10 income is not huge, but then 3 more in metals gets us almost to 15. And then a discount and then maybe more income. I think that economically we were okay this round. It's the 15 heat, right? The 15 heat means 1 metric is solved. We don't have that many oceans. We don't have that much Venus bumps, but we do have heat. So say what you will about this run. I think that it's in an okay spot. It's not a god run yet, but who knows? We could get lucky. I really want the development center for card draw. The problem is I have no energy. And I don't think I've played a card that is a building tag for energy yet. So I feel compelled to take a single energy income. It's pretty underwhelming, I know, but that's where we're at. And then I need to use this titanium for some value. So we'll throw that down. Gives us more good times. We have steel. We can put that steel into an energy income, for instance. And then what? Then we copy titanium or single energy. Let's high roll with titanium. That energy could come back to bite us because I do have cards I want to play, but hey man, one step at a time. There's energy, and look, you can even combo to get it off the ground. Man, this heat is crazy. I know we're going to overkill it. We could get lucky, okay? There are certainly cards in the game that allow you to surpass the heat threshold and then convert all your heat into money income or use that heat for TR. Like, there's a lot out there that we could benefit from. It just comes down to whether or not that will happen for us. We should draw a card. Local heat trapping. Something to use our heat on. What do you know? Ask and I will receive. So, boom. Now the big question is whether or not I want to get aerial mappers and use that for speeding up that energy production on future rounds. For now, I'll just get this micro card. And for now, I'll get more titanium. But yeah, I only have a space discount card in the hopper. I don't actually have a lot of space cards. And Venus and oxygen and oceans all need to be done. So what are the chances? 1 second while I alt tab and play shuffle just to make sure our cards keep going. This looks pretty good, I gotta say. Obviously we can't play this card, but some Venus bumping, event stuff, and then if I can find an expensive card worth doubling. I mean, this is worth picking up just for the sake of if I can get an expensive card. Which I can't. Yeah, okay. If I played it next round even, right, it's 2, 4, 8, 16. Like, you still double up on the value. You just need a card that's worth waiting to play. Plus or minus 2 opens up a whole world for us. That means we can spend our titanium here. Now I don't have any energy for the other card, but I can always aerial mappers and then use aerial mappers instead of a card draw. Just get an energy income. That opens up cards like this. And then, yeah, I can buy Media Group, but there's no reason to do so. Gen 7, our incomes are very high. Heat is about finished, but I really need oceans and Venus and all that stuff. So there we go. 2 Venus bumps, another Venus bump, an animal, which goes hard, and then something to use my titanium on. Sure. Sure, I'll take it all. And at this point, I just play the media group because I want to make sure I don't forget it. And then we can start getting more cards. I don't have a... I don't have a Jovian. I don't have a Jovian. I don't know why I didn't realize that. I wasn't thinking about the requirement because normally a Jovian tag is very easy to come by. What does that mean for us? We can certainly do this Venus bump. That'll get us a card. Extremophile, super unplayable. We can do this heat bump for cards. I mean, trees is playable. That's kind of wild. Ooh, and we got extractor balloons. Not something I'm normally that excited about, but it is a very potent Venus terraformer. Why did I do that? I need trees, dude. I need trees. How do I get trees? $13? That's too much. So I guess I'm just gonna make that really bad Jovian card cheap. That seems pretty underwhelming. We need Venus, we need oxygen, we need oceans. We need it all, baby. Protected Valley, research. Okay, there's a chance. Extractor balloons, looking at you. I think I am overestimating my income, but really I just have a lot of TR. Like, it's not actually a ton of income. And then every other turn I have, like, something going on with the, I've got something going on with the 3 extra titanium, right? $9 extra, making me feel like I'm a wealthy man. When really, that's not the case. What's the good thing? Extractor balloons? Extremophiles? Both? Charge yourself up once. Charge yourself up again. That gives me the bonus TR. And once again, I didn't play trees. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just don't seem to want 3 plant income for some reason, when oxygen is one of my very poor metrics. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of liked the fact that we got Venus off the ground. But, yeah. There's also the problem that I don't have many oceans on the map. Like, I need oceans so that, ooh, insulation. We need oceans because, man, this insulation is so sick. Because if we are going to get greeneries, we need something to, like, walk along. The water walk, right? So, how do we do this? You're ready for a Venus bump. You can put something on extractor balloons. Makes it ready. Discount card. What to play? Immigrant City is important because it lets us place a greenery down in a zone that that's far away from everything else. Though I could play the Protected Valley as well. This is a must play this turn. Even if I screw everything up, I'll have to sell my whole hand to make it work. Because it's just that important. So there's some oxygen. This is some production of oxygen. I'm just going to take the plants. That'll give me some money back. I'll take this. That'll give me some money back. I do have rovers, so I can play something like Immigrant City. And then we can go over here and do all this, like random clicks, get some income for energy next turn, get some self-replicating robots that are making a card very cheap. Insulation at this point gets all of my heat income. All of it. 18 into money income. I could do this heat bump, but there are cards that do require some heat. I already played one of them. The second one is like a blue card that makes steel out of heat. Then there's one that converts heat into TR. I'd rather just get the heat from this track than worry about heats any other way. Let's get the government to help with another ocean. Make some little nice pockets for us. Hey, we'll take another ocean from here. This. I don't have a Jovian yet. Hey, a multiplier even. So card draw. Get an ocean. Probably down here. Or here. Here's really good. Kind of says screw you to the neutral, you know. Alright, so we keep making this cheaper just because. Is this paying out? It is. So I don't know what I'm going to do in the last generation with it. I do need oceans, so it's not a terrible idea to get our water import from Europa and trigger that. Get a energy production. I certainly don't mind livestock getting me some points. Solar Net is somehow playable now because I played a Jovian, of course. We can get another card here. Maybe that'll be worth something. No. Eos Chasma gives me an animal now, though I'm still short a singular plant. But yeah, there's just nothing really here. So this needs another floater next turn, which I can set up with this. I'm sad that I didn't get a card that gives me microbes, because right now I need one to make thermophiles pop off. Is anything else playable this turn? I mean, Radcam, if I have no steel. Still, I have a lot of cards that are pointless. Like, I can't play you. I don't have energy for you. Arctic Algae's no good. Hollowing is no good. Space Mirrors is no good. You know what I mean? Like, all of it's no good. So we'll just do that. I didn't get the heat bump this turn either. That's kind of sad, actually. I, probably should have done that. Extreme, hey, symbiotic fungus, that's super playable. I don't think I need a Cupola City. I mean, I have steel that's going unused. And I get money back on the placement. I guess we'll be greedy. Lake Marineris. It had to take a double take there. I was like, really? For me? You couldn't be. So, thermophiles? Is extractor balloons correctly? Yep. As planned. Very good. Venus still needs some lovin'. That's down to 12. Our corporation can give us a singular titanium. Yeah, I just need so much oxygen that I don't see how this is going to happen. For the sake of a placement, though, I'll put that there. And buy a greenery. Which allows me to buy a greenery. And that means I basically have 2 more greeneries and no Venus bumps. So, yeah. What happens if I play this? Well, I'm trying to think if I can get 2 greeneries, and I can't in the way that I want to. I wanted to put a greenery here and get $2. That would make me at 43, right? Minus the 23 for the greenery, so I'd have $20 left. Then I could sell both of these cards and be at 22, which is 1 shy. There's no card draw. I can get an energy production from a combo. There's a card draw here. I mean, for the sake of finding out, what is it? Earth Catapult. I would have loved an Earth Catapult, to be honest. But there's a Venus Bump. So, I mean, look. It sucks. I didn't even get to play this. Or did I? I did. Alright, well, that's another 2 points. 23 points on cards and all this TR. And we didn't even waste that much heat, all things considered. This run is sad. Despite being sad, because I didn't finish the terraform, we were off by a lot of oxygen and everything else. We still got 63 TR, and I really thought that with 23 points on cards and 63 TR, we would get there. Turns out I was off by 2. That is painful. At first I was going to say this is a painful run, but at least we got a 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We got a 1 out of 3 by the skin of our teeth, and because we still have 4 steps of terraforming left. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. What went wrong? Just buying too many cards, looking for too many combos. The thing is, I bought all the Venus stuff as soon as I was able. So Venus not being done by 2 steps hurts. And the oxygen, I mean, even if I had played trees 2 turns sooner and gotten 6 more plants, like, that's not gonna change the math on the oxygens. And I mean, I invested a lot in card draw, but I actually got some decent cards, like Lake Marineris at the end. Like, that's pretty good. I know Deimos down, folks probably don't think that was a good play, but it did give me earlier heat production, maybe a couple generations while the thing would have sped up. It got me an income because of advertising, and it got me the steel back and then the placement, which I believe was a titanium and $2. So that's like $5 there of placement bonus, $8 worth of steel, and then an income. You know, that's $13 back plus income, plus the 3 income from the heat bumps. So, like, would you pay... I think I paid full price for it, but it's like, would you pay $18 for 4 income and a heat income? I can't... I don't know. Was this bad card luck, or was it my fault? Did I do something wrong here? I mean, it's always true. I did something wrong. Let's not be let's not joke about that. You can win any run just by doing standard projects and whatnot, but like with money back on events, some decent discounts on different things. I mean, I found some ways to push Venus, and this actually pushed Venus 2 steps. I know I had to invest in another microbe card to make it work. Yes, livestock is bad, but it got me 3 points towards trying to get 100 points. Adaptation technology probably wasn't needed, but it made shuttles, and I think it's something at Venus a little bit more playable, you know. Yeah, I think this one, right? Was 16. I got to play it early to get the bonus TR. I don't know. I don't know, gang. You tell me. Because I don't know if I got bad luck or if this is just a 1 out of 3 run. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.